Good morning, I'm Jack, and this is Log Cabin Firewood. Today, we are going to pick up where we left off last week and start putting some 6x6s down and get ready for this level pad. Stick around. Last week, we tore apart our shed, we cleaned up some branches, and we burned the shed. This week, I have laid out what we need for a 14 by 26 rectangle. Back in the back, it's going to end up being almost 18 inches tall, and we've got 6x6s. I only got 8 of them. I don't think that's enough. I think I'm going to need like 11 or 12, but we'll work with what we got and see what we need and go finish off. But most of this is probably going to be on some time lapse. It is raining, so we will work accordingly around the rain. Well, we started with the low side, and we've got the low side down and level. I've got the first 2x6 in here where it needs to go, where it is going to start. I mocked up the other 2 6x6s I'm going to put on top there, and I'm shooting a laser uphill because I started at the low side. Figured I'd get the low side where it needs to go, and then I could set the front board accordingly. I need to start grading up there now. From this corner over here, I need to go down 1.5 inches and then just carry that grade across. I'll get these 2 pieces square and placed where they need to go, and then we can start running up the sides. It has been a while since I've squared anything this big. But we've got the one that was the farthest downhill, and we've got the one up here. Everything's squared. This is going to be 14 by 26 outside measurements. So the next thing I will do is go back downhill, and I will start running the 26. I'll have to dig it out, but that'll come up this way, and I'll run that until it's a little bit below the existing grade, and then we can step up a notch, and I'll keep doing that until I can match this one up here. But yeah, this one here is exactly 2 2x6s higher than that one. So the back of this will be, what, 15 inches deep, I guess, roughly. I guess 17 and some change back here. All right, I'll put you back on time lapse, and we'll get this dug out. All right, we got the front set. We've got this side set. None of the 6x6s are nailed down yet. They're just kind of sitting here. Once I get everything in here, I will start drilling 1/2-inch holes in it and beating rebar in here. But it will be 3 high back here. And then I just set this piece in here. I may end up digging this one out just a little bit more, but I do plan on backfilling all the way around this thing, because right here is my drainage for my driveway. So I will probably get some fill in here and dump it up against these 6x6s and try and push this drain over a touch, because there is a man door right in the center of this side, but it'll be all right. Garage door will be on the front. I think I can win the wet t-shirt contest. I got stuck in the rainstorm. I had to put the camera away, so that's why you know, there was a moment of like a little bit done, and then all of a sudden there was a bunch done. When it first started pouring, I put a little bit of my tools away, like the power tools, and then I just came out here and kept digging. So this isn't all sweat. It's mostly sweat, but I did work in the rain. But that's it for today. I'll be back here tomorrow. So just like that, we are back. We are going to finish up getting these bottom 6x6s in place. I got to finish up doing a little bit more digging. The last piece that I set right here actually needs to go down a little bit on the end closest to me. So I got to shave that off a little bit more, and then we'll start this next row and we're gonna go. I got some fasteners I'm going to put on here. They're not necessary because I am going to put rebar spikes in this. But, you know, if you ever watch me build anything, I go overkill. I don't want this thing to ever fall over. So we're going to put some 90-degree brackets on here. Check it out. So all they are is just some 90 brackets. And we're just going to simply put them in here and attach. And I probably won't get every single screw hole in it. At least on these bottom ones I probably won't be able to. But I'll try. And I think these are 6 inches too. Yeah, they are. So I'll be able to get 3 of them in here. Surprisingly, I got this thing pretty square. It's been a while since I've squared things. I used to do concrete construction years ago. A bunch of underground utilities, stormwater management stuff. Underground ponds, all kinds of fun stuff. And we had to square big stuff a lot. I had a little gap here. I was just finishing getting that cleaned up a little bit. All right, there's one. While I'm here, I will probably cut this inside board here. I'm going to overlap these corners because I am going to drill in the center of these and put a piece of rebar. Then I'll also put a piece of rebar here and a piece of rebar here. So it'll, you know, there'll be 3 pieces here locking this whole corner in. But I just thought this would be just a little bit more added security. This is 18 inches back here. It's not going to go anywhere, but you know, just in case. All right, well, we are to the point of where we can start staking this thing down. This is day number 3. It's taken me 3 days to get this far. We have a 14 by 26 pad. It's all together. I put these fasteners on here. These fasteners probably aren't necessary, but it did help me get the boards lined up a little bit better. The 90s again on the corner. Probably not necessary since I'm putting 3 pieces of rebar stake in the corners. But you know, I go overkill. This piece over here I still have to play with. It's not lined up yet, but I'll get to that before I put a stake in it. But surprisingly, this pad was within a 1/4 inch of being out of square. It's been 8 years since I left my job of doing concrete construction for almost 15 years. And that's all I did was massive underground utilities. For me, not squaring anything this big in 7 or 8 years, I think I did pretty good being a 1/4 inch out of square. I can live with a 1/4 inch. Well, I wanted to show you the stone getting dumped into a little 6x6 pad that I put up. But stone's not coming for another 2 days. And we have an awesome friend bringing stone. I do have to get a little bit more dirt to go around the outsides of here. I do want to kind of brig this area up a little bit in between the trees. That way when I mow through here, it's not so bumpy. I have a plate tamper coming. I will tamp this loose dirt down here and put filter cloth down and dump stone. And I'll probably put a little bit of fill back here too, just around this. But good news, the drill is coming for my well. It should be here Monday. And Monday I'm also getting the stone for this. So that'll be on next week's video. Hopefully I'll get some footage of all this. The shed won't be here for another 3 weeks. I do have a couple more exciting things that I do have in my possessions now. Some new upgrades to log cabin firewood to help us out in our little production process a little bit, but we'll save that for next weekend too. But I hope everybody enjoyed this little bit of me putting some 6x6s together. But we'll see you here next Saturday, 6:30 a.m. Come on back. We'll see how much more we get done this week. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.